Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we are in the kitchen today making apricot energy bars. I think this is such a great snack to have on hand, whether you need a quick breakfast, whether you're gonna spend the day at the beach, the park, going on a hike. It's something healthy and loaded with nutrients. So the first thing that we're going to do is, I've already taken about 12 dried apricots, put them in a bowl of boiling water, and they've been sitting here for about 5 minutes. We're gonna mix everything in the food processor, so this is super easy with not a lot of mess. So I have my apricots ready to go, and the reason we're doing that is just to soften them up a little bit so that they can process easier when they're softened. So now we're going to combine. I'm using walnuts today. I'm gonna add 1 cup of walnuts. You can use pecans if you have that. When I made my test batch, I did use pecans and they were great. My favorite nut is walnuts, and I love using them to add that extra boost of omega. So we have 1 cup of walnuts, or like I said, you can use pecans. I have a 1/3 cup of raw cashews. I have a 1/3 cup of pepitas, which are raw pumpkin seeds. So they look like this. They're actually little green ones. And you can just get them in the either the natural food aisle in the grocery store or where they have the nuts and the dried fruit. They just come in little packages like this. So we're gonna add those. You can even save a few if you wanna top it and make it look a little prettier for more texture after the bar is all assembled. We're also going to add 1/4 cup of dried unsweetened shredded coconut. And we have 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder. This is where that extra protein is gonna come in. And then we're gonna add a little seasoning. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That always makes it nice. And a real tiny amount, 1/8 of pink Himalayan salt. Okay, those are all my ingredients, and we are going to pulse this. About 10 times. Okay, so it's just kind of fine where all the nuts and everything is just kind of grounded up. Now we're gonna add the apricots, and I'm just pulling them out of the water. We might need to add a little bit of this apricot water to make the dough come together. So we're just gonna put this to the side. Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to also add 1/4 cup of almond butter. Again, you can play around with this. I don't think peanut butter would be the best flavor. I like the almond butter just because of its distinct flavor, you know, rather than peanut. But you can use any kind of nut butter that you want. And we have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Okay, so all our ingredients. And let's mix this together till it forms a nice dough. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of the water. So let's check the consistency. Just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's all blended together. Now what we're gonna do is take an 8x8 baker, and you just wanna line it with either wax paper or parchment paper. And the reason why we're doing this is that so once it's chilled, you can just lift it out of your baker and then put it into slices and make squares or bars. This is a no-bake recipe, so after I put the dough in here, we're just going to chill it. So you just dump the dough out. So it's not super wet, but it's not super dry. You just kind of want to play around till you get just, you know, a playable kind of dough. Okay, and I'm just gonna take my spoon and I'm just gonna push down the dough until it's even and I get all those corners So when it comes out of the refrigerator from being chilled, we're gonna be able to get nice squares and bars. So you just wanna press it even. Look how simple this is. This is no bake, right? Because who wants to put the oven on in hot summer heat? So these will keep in your refrigerator in a covered container. You can keep them for up to 2 weeks, but if you're only making one batch, it'll be gone before you know it because it's sweet and the nutrients that you're getting in here, you're getting the protein, you're getting a lot of fiber, right, from the apricots and from the nuts. And you're also getting a lot of potassium from the apricots. You can certainly add other dried fruit if you wanted to add cranberries to this, so you could kind of make it your own. But this is just a nice basic recipe to work with. And that's it. We're just gonna place this in the refrigerator for about an hour till it gets chilled and really binds together. And you can look in the comments below for the recipe and for a picture of my finished product of what I made last week at home. Our family really enjoyed it. And you know, sometimes I don't have time for breakfast in the morning, but you definitely wanna eat something and you wanna have a source of protein in the morning. So these are a great, just grab and go and eat it on the way out the door. Wrap it up for your picnics, your beach day, and let us know if you try it and how you enjoy it. Have a great weekend.